Hi, my name is Corinne Crawford, and I'm a fourth grade teacher here at Catherine Gates School. And I am so excited to welcome you and your fourth grader to our class this year. This will be my 19th year as a teacher, my 11th year as a fourth grade teacher. And before that, I did 8 years in RSP. So I taught students from kindergarten through fifth grade and helped them with subjects ranging from reading, writing to math. So I'm excited to get to know each and every one of you this year. I'm going to run you through kind of my back to school night slide presentation in a video, and we'll be here tonight from 5:30 to 6:30 on Tuesday, August 6th, to answer any questions that you might have about the information provided. I'll have some hard copies, and we'll look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Thanks so much. Give it a listen. And if you can't come tonight, but you have questions or need some clarification, feel free to send me an email. Welcome again to our fourth grade family here at Catherine Gates. We'll be excited to see everyone on Thursday morning. School starts at 7:45, but students can arrive between 7:30 and 7:45. If you would like to participate in breakfast, that begins at 7:20 in our multi-purpose room. Fourth graders will enter in through that big loop at the front gates there. And next week, we'll kick off our walk and talk. Families can walk their students in this Thursday and Friday, and then kids will come in on their own starting next week. Dismissal most days is 2:03. The exception to that is Wednesday. Wednesday is a minimum day. We start at 7:45, and dismissal is right after lunch at 12:48. Again, breakfast is going to be in the multi-purpose room at 7:20. We have a late lunch. We'll be eating lunch at 12:20 most days and 12 o'clock on Wednesdays. So a snack is pretty important. We're going to have a snack break at 9:45 and recess. So if you could help your fourth graders make sure that they have a healthy snack, that will be sure to get them through until lunch, especially as we're getting used to the new schedule. That would be great. Your fourth grader can bring a water bottle every day, and we'll talk on a case-by-case basis if you'd like to send in something to celebrate birthdays. As soon as we get things swinging, we'll start homework. Homework will be every night, and it's due each morning. You'll most likely see one math worksheet page, and I'll also be assigning nightly reading. You'll be able to find out what the homework is by looking in your student's planner. The planners will be provided by our PTC here in these first few days of school. We will fill out planners every Monday with the homework for the week, and then your student will bring their homework workbook, the math homework workbook, and their planner back and forth from school each day. On Friday, next week, we'll start sending Friday folders home. You'll look for a green folder, and there'll be some instructions inside. You can look over completed classwork, but it will also include some important notifications and flyers for the following week. So some things for you to keep and some things for you to sign and return, and those should all come back the following Monday. There's a school supply list available if you haven't already seen that. It's out on the district website, and you can find the supply list by visiting the Catherine Gates site, clicking on the menu in the upper right-hand corner, and finding the optional supply lists. I will also have copies for those of you at our meet and greet this evening if you would like a hard copy. As in the past, each student will have a Chromebook issued to them. It'll stay here in the classroom for their use on a daily basis. Students will need to bring a set of headphones home. We do have a very small supply of loaner headphones, but as they're aging, the quality of them is also deteriorating. So it will be more and more important for your fourth grader to bring their own headphones that are comfortable and that's something that they're familiar with wearing. We'll use technology for many things, but one thing will be Accelerated Reader. You may be familiar with that. Accelerated Reader allows students to take quizzes on books that they've read independently. And that is a program that we have to pay for. Our district does not provide it. And so our PTC will be contributing, and then there will be some information coming home asking for donations from families. Our district has a new mobile device policy that's been communicated. It doesn't really mean any changes for us here at Catherine Gates. We continue our same policy. Once kids are inside the gates, the phones should be off and out of sight. I understand that some students wear smartwatches, which they can continue to use. Just ask that they be in airplane mode so they're not getting notifications, messages, things during the school day. We'll be addressing some exciting curriculum this year. Math will be building on the foundations that they've already learned: addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division, and some fractions. We'll be reading some novels and practicing with close reading text. We'll be doing a lot of writing. Social studies is the highlight for me for fourth grade. It's my favorite because we are learning about California history. You can see some topics here. Science, we will also be building into our school day, and we'll be using Second Step to talk about social emotional regulation, and we'll also be learning about the zones of regulation. And here they are. The zones of regulation just really help us talk about emotions and strategies for managing emotions, and give all of us a common language for discussing those feelings. You'll hear a lot about PBIS. We'll be starting with our Compass carts. Your kiddos will be able to earn GPS tickets, and they can buy goodies at the Compass cart monthly. We'll have our all school sing on Friday, and the kids will get to see the Compass cart for the first time. PBIS, what does it stand for? It's a Positive Behavior Intervention and Supports. It's a school-wide program. It's research-based and supported. The research shows that it improves academic performance, social emotional competence, reduces bullying behaviors, and just is really overall good for kids, staff, and families. Along with our awesome social studies content, we hope to be taking some field trips this year. We love the Blue Line Arts Gallery. It's a fun field trip each year. The kids get to visit and do an art project. We hope to be visiting Deer Creek Hills, which connects with our study of rocks and minerals and weathering and erosion. We loved going to Sutter's Fort. That supports our learning on the Western immigration. And hopefully we'll be able to visit Marshall Gold Discovery State Park here in Coloma, which is where gold was found in California and kicked off the California Gold Rush. We would love to have volunteers for chaperones for these field trips. You can see information here on how to obtain your level 2 clearance. You only have to do it once, so if you've already done that for your elementary school student here at Gates, you should be all set. Once for the district, I should say. If you haven't done that, we will have fingerprinting and a nurse here tonight who is able to give you a TB test for a small fee, but that will be tonight between 5:30 and 6:30 here at Gates. As a fourth grader, we get to take advantage of this great program that our state parks offers, and every fourth grader and their family gets free admission to the state parks here in California just to support their learning. And it's so exciting that we have so many awesome places to visit just right in our backyard. Communicating with me and school throughout the year is most important. If your fourth grader is going to be absent, you may call our hotline, but you can also send an email to the Gates attendance website here. You can also email me and I will pass that on. You'll be getting progress and information from me every Friday in your fourth grader's Friday folder. Here's my email address. Email is a great way to reach me if you have questions, concerns, anything that you would like me to give attention to. If you want to arrange a meeting, we can meet in person over the phone or Zoom. Emailing me to set that up is the best way. If you have a message that you want delivered to your child, maybe it's about what's happening after school or where they need to go or who's picking them up, email is not the best way to get that information to me, but a phone call to the school office is best. That way they can give us a call in the classroom just so that I don't miss your email message. We want to make sure and communicate that to your fourth grader. I mentioned volunteers. Not only do the level 2 or category 2 clearance need to be done for field trips, but we can have volunteers for the classroom as well. If you don't want to come into the classroom but have time at home, I would love to have you help organize our book orders, something I can send home with your student, and you can do it at home and send it back. If you're available to come in to the workroom and make copies, prep projects for things, I would love to have your help with that. If you're interested in helping plan class events, parties, things like that, I'd love to have at least one, but if not more, maybe a small team of parents who would be willing to support with that. We'll continue to have art docent this year. The art docent comes in once a month to visit our class, leads a project, gives a presentation. I've had parents share this responsibility in the past, which has worked out great. If you have an amazing skill or some information that you'd like to share with us, I would love to hear about it as well. I would love to hear from you about your fourth grader. I have a very short opportunity to do that tonight, but it's if you'd like to take the time to give me complete information, you can fill out this Parents as Partners survey. You can use this QR code to do it digitally, but I will also have a hard copy if you prefer tonight when you come to the meet and greet. You can pick that up and fill that out and send it back with your student. Finally, donations. We'll be doing a fun project this year with letter writing and soliciting some postcards in response and reply. So you'll be hearing about that, but we will need some postage stamps for that. We'll be doing some watercolor. I love to have some more watercolor paint sets. For testing and focused projects, I like to be able to offer gum. That could be minty or fun flavors. The kids usually like those sweet watermelon bubblegum flavors. Maybe some mints for kiddos who don't love gum or who can't chew gum. I love Mr. Clean erasers. We always need dry erase pens. We always need pencils. Ticonderoga would be amazing. Disinfecting wipes and books. I'm always excited to build my library. I love duplicate books. We'll be doing some partner reading this year, and especially hardback books with book jackets. So thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see as many of you tonight as possible. I'll be here from 5:30 to 6:30 for our meet and greet.